Mara Ven's plasma torch bit into the precursor hull. Blue fire danced across the blackened alloy. She carved a precise rectangle, 2 meters by 1. Sweat beaded on her brow under the salvage suit's helmet. The relic ship floated dead in the belt's shadow, a ghost from before the Coalition's records began. "Captain, I've got access," Mara said into her comm. Her voice echoed in the freighter's sturdy oath *S bridge feed. Juno Park's reply crackled steady. "Make it quick, Mara." Sensors ping odd energy spikes. Mara kicked the cut panel free. It drifted into the void. Inside, conduits twisted like ancient veins, etched with symbols no scanner could parse. She pulled her toolkit from the suit's thigh pouch. Improvised jumpers, cobbled from Oath *S spare fusion cells, clinked in her gloved hands. The panel ahead gleamed dull, a dead precursor interface. Every species had tried it over centuries. Nothing. Mara treated it like a fried manifold on a hauler. She pried open the nearest conduit bundle. Exposed filaments pulsed faintly, wrong colors for any known tech. "Routing power," she muttered. She clipped the first jumper. A hum built. Second jumper bridged the gap. Sparks jumped but held. Third sealed the circuit. The panel lit up soft gold alive. Mara touched it, her palm pressed flat. "Diagnostics status?" Casual, like querying her own suit. Symbols swirled. A voice, synthetic, layered, replied in crisp galactic standard. "Power restored. Voice print match. Baseline human." "Access granted." The corridor beyond hissed open. Sealed for eons, it yawned wide. Cool air rushed out, carrying scents of ozone and stone. Mara froze. "Did that just—" Juno's voice sharpened. "Mara, report what opened." Before Mara answered, a shadow detached from the salvage drone cluster. A Lyran skimmer darted close, sleek gold-furred pilot visible through the canopy. It matched velocity and clamped beside her breech. Sail core spilled out in a pressure-suited blur. The alien historian's whiskers twitched under his visor. Multiple eyes locked on the glowing panel. He deployed a hollow-quarter drone which buzzed to life, scanning furiously. "Human," Sail's voice filtered through translators, precise and urgent. "You activated it. How?" Precursor seals reject all claimants. Mara yanked her hand back. She floated steady, torch still hot in grip. "Jumpers, basic reroute. It's just hardware." Sail's drone whirred closer. It captured every glyph, every flicker. "Impossible. This is Archive-class relic." "Locked since the Great Silence. Your species." A new ping hit Mara's HUD. Incoming Coalition signatures, dozens. Juno barked over comm. "Mara, we've got company. Lyran Inquisitor docking and now a Navy picket screaming in hot. Get aboard." Sail ignored the alert. He tapped his wrist pad. Data streamed out. Emergency scholarly burst to the Galactic Archive. "Priority transmission, precursor corridor unsealed by human salvage operative. Voice authentication confirmed. Coordinates appended. Inquisitor Sail Core witnessing." Mara grabbed her toolkit. "Hey, Furball, that's our find. Coalition regs say salvagers claim first." Sail's eyes widened, all six. "This transcends salvage. It's proof. Humanity, your kind, built this. The precursors were *U*. The corridor beckoned. Mara glanced in. Walls hummed, lights tracing paths to deeper vaults. Her gut twisted, not fear, just the itch of unfinished work. She magnet-clamped her boots and peered closer. "Built it? Nah, but if it likes my voice, maybe I can." Alarms wailed. Mara spun. Through the breach, stars filled with hulls. Coalition destroyers warped in, weapons hot. Admiral Keth Rune's flagship *Iron Aegis loomed largest, its comm laser stabbing out. "Freighter, sturdy oath, and attached salvage personnel," Rune's voice boomed galaxy-wide. Klaxons underscored it. "This sector is under Navy quarantine. Precursor anomaly detected. Power down and prepare for boarding. Non-compliance is destabilization." Mara snorted. She keyed her comm. "Admiral, this is Ven, salvage lead. We tripped it fair. No weapons here." Sail floated beside her, recorder still beaming data. "Admiral Rune, Inquisitor Core. Alert confirmed. Human unlocked the seal. Tests must proceed." Rune's reply cut sharp. "Inquisitor, stand by. Human claims unverified. Fleet establish cordon. No transmissions out." Mara's suit pinged, *oaths docking clamp releasing. Juno's voice, "Mara, we're pulling back. Shuttle inbound, 30 seconds. She nodded, even unseen. Improvised jumpers still sparked on the panel. She yanked them free. The glow dimmed but held, corridor stayed open. Sail's whiskers flattened. "You cannot leave. The archive demands," boots thumped. Oath *S shuttle clamped over the breach. Airlock cycled. Mara grabbed Sail's arm, gentle but firm. In now or eat laser fire. He hesitated, eyes flicking to the corridor, then complied. They tumbled into the shuttle. Mara sealed it as Navy drones swarmed the relic. Juno met them in the lock, pistol holstered but ready. Compact Korean build, steady gaze. Status! Doors open, Mara said. She stripped her helmet, shook out short black hair. And it called me baseline human, like that's a key. Sail shed his suit, tall, feline grace, but paws shook as he synced his recorder to the shuttle's console. The voice print, it matched your species exactly, no others ever have. The galaxy will, a proximity klaxon howled. Iron Aegis * tractor beams locked on. Captain Park, Rune transmitted. Surrender the operative, this discovery risks war. Human exceptionalism unproven, dangerous myth. Juno gripped the helm. Negative, Admiral, salvage rights under Treaty 47, we're outbound. Mara strapped in. She watched the viewport. Navy ships formed a net, but the relic drifted free, corridor aglow, a beacon. Sail leaned forward. The Guardian intelligence awakens, SE-12, it tests claimants, only precursors pass. Who? Mara asked. Your ancestors, Sail said. All crept into his precise tone. Humans! Tractors tugged, oath strained against them. Juno fired retros, smart burst, evasive weave. Drones scattered. Mara patched into the relic's fading signal. Her jury rig echoed. The panel flickered remotely. SE-12, this is Ven. Shut down non-essentials, go dark. Silence. Then, command accepted. Baseline human authority confirmed. Systems quiesced. The corridor lights died. Navy scanners went blind. Rune's voice raged. What did you do? Fleet pursue? But Oath slipped the net. Juno punched the drive. Stars streaked. Mara exhaled. Sail stared at her, recorder forgotten. You commanded it as routine maintenance. Just keeping it safe, Mara said. She met his gaze. For everyone, not your archive, not his navy. Deeper in the ship, SE-12 stirred unseen. Tests prepared. The galaxy closed in. Hours later, Oath hid in an asteroid shadow. Mara worked the engine bay, tuning for pursuit evasion. Juno entered, data slate in hand. Sails locked in quarters, Juno said. Transmissions jammed, but his alert hit the networks. Coalitions mobilizing. Runes got half the fleet chasing ghosts. Mara wiped grease. That corridor more inside, archives, weapons, or knowledge, Juno cut in. We go back, claim it right. But first we prove it's not a weapon. Sail's voice leaked from the great muffled plea. Let me document the proof. Mara ignored it. She slotted a new filter. Alarms pinged anew. Fresh signatures inbound, not Navy. Scholar ships, pirate runners, all drawn to the alert. The relic called, and only she answered. In the relic's heart, SE-12 logged the interaction. Claimant Mara Ven, species human, trials initiated, galaxy notified. Far across stars, Admiral Rune paced Aegis * bridge. Full intercept, secure the human. Before she unlocks the end of us all, Sail hammered the grate. Ven, open this door, we repeat the activation, controlled, documented. Mara twisted the final torque bolt. Grease slicked her fingers. Oath's engines purred steady now, tuned for the dodge. She wiped her hands on her jumpsuit. Alarms still chirped, 3 signatures closing fast. Scholar frigates by the scan pings. Pirate shadows trailed them. Juno strode in behind her. Ignore him, we slip the net, dock the relic, finish what we started. Mara nodded. Crew first. Then data. She slapped the comm panel. Sail, sit tight, you're observer only. His voice crackled back, sharp Lyran hiss. Observer, you triggered a precursor gate. Protocol demands, protocol's chasing us. Mara killed the line. She grabbed her toolkit. Helm evasive pattern delta. Asteroid braid, full burn. Oath lurched. Inertia tugged Mara's gut. She braced against the bulkhead. Scans flickered, pursuers scattered in the rock field. Good. One scholar ship peeled off, Sail's ride probably calling home. Juno gripped her shoulder. Rune's fleet ghosts the outer belt. We got hours, tops. Enough. Mara shouldered past. Goal clear, reclaim the corridor, stabilize it proper. No more accidents. They docked the relic 20 minutes later. Airlock cycled with a hiss. Mara led the way, mag boots clanging on the ancient deck. Sail waited inside, released by Juno. His furred crest flattened, frustrated, not scared. Recorder hovered at his shoulder, lenses whirring. Controlled repeat, he insisted. No improvisation, archive protocols. Mara waved him off. Field's failing again, hear it? She cocked her head. The corridor hummed wrong, a low warble like a turbine starving for lube. Sail's ears twitched. Auditory diagnostic, preposterous, instruments only. She ignored him. Toolkit open, she patched her scanner to the wall port. No readouts, just noise. Mara hummed back at it, matching pitch, ear for the off-key whine shipbreaker's new cold. Flux capacitors shot, stabilizing. Her fingers danced over exposed conduits. Bypass this, shunt power there. Routine fix like Oath's injector's last cycle. The warble steadied. Glow panels brightened uniform blue. Sails recorder beeped overload. You tuned it by sound alone. Keeps it from blowing. Myra stepped back. The corridor gate irised open wider. Deeper hum beckoned, weapons schematics, star maps, fortune in forgotten code. Juno hung at the rear, crew secure, locked aft. Myra advanced. Sail followed, mandibles clicking all. A new voice echoed, synthetic calm, not machine chatter. Words, claimant verified, Mara Ven human lineage, task gate active. Access archive core, retrieve nexus crystal, containment nominal. Hollow projected, a glowing prism pulsed in the chamber ahead. Data streams swirled around it, galactic histories, tech blueprints. SE-12 seal, sail froze. The custodian it speaks, only precursors commanded such. Mara eyed the path, force fields flickered unstable. Crew safety, proceed, SE-12 intoned. Crystal yields all, warning, field collapse in 4.2 minutes. Juno tensed. That's our airlock line, breach hits Oath. Mara calculated. Crystal grab, 10-second sprint snatch back, data worth empires, but the warble crept back, field shredding fast. One slip, vacuum rips through, sail lunged forward. I document, you fetch. No, Mara blocked him. Her choice locked, data or crew. Abort. She slapped the bulkhead seal. Emergency clamps slammed down, corridor isolated. Alarms wailed on their side only, sail whirled. The archive, you sealed it. Ship lives. Mara hauled him back. Force field stabilized behind the barrier, no breach. Oath safe. SE-12 voice filtered through. Trial passed. Loyalty to vessel supersedes gain. Human protocols match builder norms. Gate holds for claimant return. The deck trembled. Docking clamps groaned. External contacts. Juno yanked her comm. Boarders, pirates cut the hull. Mara drew her plasma cutter. Sail, record this, proof for your archive. He nodded, crest rising. Your competence extraordinary. Laser fire cracked the airlock. Pirates breached, scaled Krezi raiders, claws gleaming. 6 of them stunned, batons crackling. Myra charged first. Cutter sliced a baton mid-swing. Sparks flew. She ducked a claw rake, booted the raider's knee. Crack, it crumpled. Juno covered flank, shotgun barking pellets. 1 pirate down, armor hold. Sail dodged behind crates, recorder capturing every move. Flawless adaptation. Second raider lunged at Myra. She sidestepped, tripped it into Juno's blast. Third swung high, Myra rolled under, cutter severing its belt power. It spasmed offline. Oath's auto turrets kicked in. Hull breaches sealed. Last 2 pirates retreated, venting atmosphere. Mara panted, cutter hot. Clear. Juno slapped her back. Nice work. Scans pinged worse. Coalition signatures inbound, Admiral Rune's mark. Scholar Fleet 2. Sail stared at the sealed gate. You walked from it the fortune. For crew, Myra holstered her tool, belongs to everyone, not conquerors. SE-12 chimed shipwide. Galaxy notified, human claim validated, fleet convergence 18 minutes. Juno gunned engines, Oath undocked hard, relic shrank on screens. Myra watched it go, pirates scattered. Coalition closed like wolves. Sail murmured, precursor airs, routine to you, impossible to us. Alarms screamed anew. Rune's voice boomed on open channel. Oath, stand down, human in custody, discovery secured. Myra gripped console. Not yet, thrusters flared. Oath dove for the black, far off Rune's bridge erupted. She sealed it, walked away, his exo blinked. Sensors confirm, prioritized crew over data. Rune clenched fists. That's the danger, humans rewrite rules. Oath wove asteroids. Myra tuned evasion vectors by ear, engine song perfect. Sail watched her work, silent respect in his gaze. Pirate runner exploded on tail scan, coalition picket fire. Juno grinned. Where to engineer? Mara plotted neutral space. Core worlds, broadcast the log. Let the galaxy vote. Sail straightened. Agreed, proof not possession. SE-12 signal pulsed faint. Return authorized, trials continue. Incoming fire grazed shields, Oath accelerated, Mara exhaled steady. The archive waited, her key turned it, now the stars decided. But Rune's fleet burned closer. Half the galaxy chased a salvager's truth. Deeper in the relic, SE-12 archived the trial. Human, selfless command confirmed, precursor echo strong, alert, coalition intercept probable. Rune smashed a panel. Lock her. Before she wakes the rest. Oath slipped the noose for now. Mara's hand stayed sure, just another fix. Marine drop pods slammed into the relic's outer hull. Vibration rattled Mara's toolkit across the deck. She snatched it mid-slide, eyes on the corridor scan. Coalition Marines inbound, Juno's voice crackled over suit comm. All channels jammed except command net. Get sail and haul ass back to Oath. Myra keyed her harness. Copy, Cap. Section C collapsing, sails pinned. She sprinted down the glowing precursor hallway, grav boots magnetizing to the deck with each stride. Ancient panels hummed under her palms, responding to her touch like old wiring. Sail Core, the Lyran scholar, dangled half-buried under a buckled bulkhead. His furred face twisted in pain, four arms scrabbling at twisted alloy. Ven, leave me, the archive. Shut it, Inquisitor. Mara dropped beside him, no power to the doors. Standard override failed, precursor lockout. She wedged her multi-tool into the seam, muscles straining, sparks flew. The bulkhead groaned, then sheared free with a hydraulic hiss. Sail tumbled out. Myra caught his arm, dragged him upright. Move. Your proof's no good if you're paced. He staggered, nodding, golden eyes locked on hers, respect flickering past the shock. How Lyran engineers need drones for that? Routine salvage. Myra shoved him ahead. Alarms wailed. Far end of the corridor, marine breachers flashed red lights. They rounded a corner into the central vault. SE-12 holographic interface pulsed blue, dormant no longer. Myra had keyed it awake hours ago, her normal DNA scan unlocking what Coalition probes bounced off. Claimants logged, SE-12 intoned, voice synthetic calm. Human designate Mara Ven, trials passed, selfless extraction. Lyran designate Sail Core, trials pending. Sail gasped. It speaks, precursor custodian active. Mara ignored him, slapping a portable beacon to the wall. Juno airlock primed? Affirm, Rune's Marines flooding the outer ring, he's claiming eminent domain. Open channel boomed. Admiral Keth Rune's gravelly voice filled their helmets. Civilian salvage terminated. Oath crew stand down, Marines secure the vault. Block all data exfil. Marines thundered closer. Mara patched her suit cam to Oath's tight beam, last clear shot before full jam. Cap log streaming, tell him what we found. Sail clutched a data slate. The archive, human precursors, weapons schematics, FTL upgrades. Locked to your species alone. Later. Mara yanked a conduit panel. Wires glowed, precursor neural net. Her fingers danced across them, intuitive as breathing. Systems lit up. A subroutine fed her schematics, purge vents, emergency seals. Marines breached the outer door. Blaster fire chewed the walls. Juno cut in. Mara, Oath's tractors ready, 30 seconds. Go loud. Mara triggered the vault defenses. Energy fields snapped up, hurting Marines into dead-end spurs. Sail stared, whiskers twitching. Rune's voice snarled. Interface teams force-link the core. Override protocols now. Coalition techs piled into an adjacent chamber. Mara's scan pinged them. They slammed neural jacks into SE-12 pedestal. Probes stabbed deep. The custodian flared red. Hostile incursion detected. Non-precursor claimants. Invasive protocols confirmed. Galactic Coalition flagged adversarial. Mara froze. What the hell's? SE-12 voice accelerated. Purge sequence initiated. Archive integrity paramount. Evacuation window 10 minutes. Precursor airs authorized exit. Vault lights dimmed to strobes. Deep rumbles shook the relic data core, spooling down, self-erasing. Sail world. It's deleting itself. The library gone. Not if we move. Mara grabbed his collar, bolted for the inner airlock. Marines hammered the energy fields. One breach through, Myra's jury rig snapped his weapon, hurled him into a wall. Human strength, no augment. They hit the airlock. Oath's silhouette loomed outside, tractors locking on. Myra cycled the hatch. Vacuum bit, then Juno's bay swallowed them. Oath's engines thrummed. Thrusters fired hard, peeling away from the relic. Myra stripped her helmet, slumped against bulkhead. Sail coughed, data slate clutched tight. You overrode precursor fields manually, like breathing. Shipbreaker trick. She wiped sweat. Seen worse on scrap haulers. Juno strode up, steady grin. Nice save, engineer. Runes frothing, fleets turning to pursue. Scan pinged. Coalition cruisers wheeled, guns hot, pickets swarmed. Runes command net leaked through the jam, fury raw. Oath heaved to, that human keyed the core. She's the threat, lock her down. Myra patched the log wideband burst before full blackout. Galaxy, this is Mara Ven Salvager, precursor archive unlocked, human-built, human-locked, coalition tried force, it's purging, data's public now, belongs to everyone. Sale nodded fierce. Proof transmitted, no conquerors, no collectors. SE-12 faint signal ghosted their comms. Heirs outbound, trials archived, return protocol active. Oath dove into the asteroid field. Myra tuned the baffles by feel engine hum pure, pirates. No coalition pickets exploded on pursuit scan. Juno gripped the helm. Neutral space, full burn? Aye, Mara plotted vectors. Rune's dreadnought loomed on tail, half the fleet chasing a freighter. Sail leaned in. Your species, precursors, forgotten gods among circuits. Mara snorted. Just folks who fix things. Shields bucked under fire. Oath weaved, Myra's hands steady on consoles. The galaxy chased their truth. Deeper in the relic, purge flames licked data vaults. SE-12 logged final entries. Coalition, conquest denied. Human competence confirmed. Alert, intercept imminent. Rune's bridge erupted in shouts, but Myra didn't hear. She felt the engines sing. Oath slipped the first noose. Lasers grazed hull. Myra patched a shield shunt routine fix. Sail watched, silent awe. Core worlds, she said. Broadcast wide, let them vote. Juno nodded. Steady as she goes. Incoming volley scorched past. Oath accelerated. The archive's ghost trailed them, key in Mara's blood. Rune smashed a fist on his panel. Myra imagined the rage. His fleet burned fuel, closing gap. But her fixes held. Human normal, galactic extraordinary. Purge klaxons faded behind. 10 minutes ticked to 0. The library suicided clean. Coalition marines scrambled out empty-handed. Rune bellowed orders. Vector intercept before she wakes more. Oath ghosted through rocks. Myra's ear caught the perfect pitch, evasion sweet. Sail murmured, precursor airs, routine to you, impossible to us. Alarm screamed anew. Rune's voice boomed on fractured channel. Oath, stand down, human in custody, discovery secured. Myra gripped the console. Not yet. Thrusters flared. Oath dove deeper into the black. Far off, Rune's bridge shook. Myra tuned evasion by instinct. Pirates, no, pickets bloomed on scan. Juno grinned. Where to engineer? Core worlds. Myra locked course. Broadcast the log, galaxy votes. Sail straightened. Agreed, proof over possession. SE-12 pulsed faint. Return authorized, trials continue. Fire grazed shields, oath surged, Myra exhaled, archive waited, her key turned it. Stars would decide, but Rune closed fast. Salvager's truth, half-galaxy pursuit. In the relic's corpse, SE-12 archived. Human, selfless confirmed, precursor echo strong, coalition intercept probable. Oath danced asteroids, Myra's hands stayed sure, just another fix. Coalition corvette lunged from shadow. Myra slapped countermeasures, flares burst, decoys blooming, corvette veered 8 rock. Nice, sail breathed, Lyran precision met human improv, Juno banked hard, jump in 5, neutral relay. Rune's dreadnought fired lances, missed by hairs, Myra felt the heat through hull. Shields at 60, she called, reinforced with precursor scraps, her quick weld. Sail fed data to burst transmitter. Archive manifests, human FTL, weapons, medicine locked to your genome. Means nothing if we're paced. Myra eyed scan, fleet fanned wide, jump drive wind up. Stars stretched, they punched out neutral space, core worlds beaconed, but relay pinged, coalition bulletin. Oath wanted, human threat destabilizing, Myra smirked. Let 'em chase ghosts, Sail's eyes gleamed. They fear what you call normal, galaxy stirred. Broadcasts lit nets. Aliens whispered, precursors returned. Humanity fuck yeah, quiet competence. Rumara slammed her palm on the docking clamp release. Metal groaned. The Oath's airlock kissed the coalition corvette's seal with a hiss. Hands up, salvager. Armed marines in powered exosuits leveled pulse rifles. Their visors gleamed under harsh dock lights. Myra raised her grease-streaked hands, no point arguing. Yet, Captain Juno stood behind her, steady as hull plating. Sail Corps flanked them, Lyran mane bristling. Admiral Keth Rune waited at the far bulkhead, his scaled face twisted in a Varkesh scowl. Ven, you broadcast coalition secrets, treason. Not secrets, proof. Mara kept her voice level. She eyed the corridor beyond, precursor relic markings etched into the walls. They dragged the archive core here, prize for the taking. Rune's claw tapped his datapad. Custodian activates for authorized command only, my codes first. Sail stepped forward. Inquisitor prerogative, I demand witness logs. Rune ignored him. Marines herded them into the corvette's hold. Screens flickered with SE-12 glyph pulses. The dormant AI hummed in a sealed vault crate. Secure them, Rune barked. A Marine shoved Myra toward a restraint bench. She twisted free. Wait, your codes won't work, let me in there. Laughter rippled through the squad. Rune's eyes narrowed. Human arrogance, precursor locks yield to no flesh. Mara met his gaze. I've fixed worse blind, give me 5 minutes. Boots clanked. Rune loomed closer. His breath smelled of chem rations. Why you? Because I speak the language. Mara nodded at the glyphs. Maintenance protocol, old as dirt. Sail's tail flicked. Admiral, log this. If she fails, execute protocol. If not, Rune cut him off. Escort her, shoot if she twitches. Marines gripped her arms. Powered gauntlets bit into her jumpsuit. They marched her down the vault corridor. Red strobes flashed. Pressure seals hissed open. The core chamber yawned ahead. A spherical vault 20 meters wide. SE-12 central pylon throbbed blue. Hollow panels swirled with unreadable script. Junk littered the deck, shattered conduits, warped alloy scraps, fried motivators from failed alien hacks. Rune entered last. Custodian, authorization Keth Rune, Coalition Navy Delta 79. Silence. Glyphs flickered dismissively. Override Alpha. Rune punched codes. Pylon dimmed. Full spectrum decrypt. He slammed the console. Sparks flew. Nothing. Marines shifted. Sail watched from the hatch. Datapad recording. Myra pulled free. Step aside. Rune blocked her. Prove it. She knelt by the junk pile. No tools, just debris. SE-12, diagnostic mode, human salvage override. The pylon pulsed. A voice echoed, synthetic layered echoes. Claimant detected. Species Homo sapiens. Initiate trials. Assemble primary interface kit. Time 10 cycles. Hollow projections bloomed. Schematics overlaid the scrap. A toolset, welder, calibrator, flux injector. From nothing, Marines muttered. Rune's scales paled. Impossible! Mara grabbed a bent conduit, snapped it straight with plier grips from her belt, smuggled past search. Practical test, SE-12 intoned. No prepared instruments. She sorted junk fast. Warped plate became welder nozzle. Fried motivator core stripped for flux coil. Shattered panel rerouted as calibrator probe. Her hands flew. Twist. Solder with a plasma torch jury-rigged from a battery pack. Sparks danced. Sweat beaded her brow. 3 cycles, SE-12 noted. Sail leaned in. How no schematics match? Muscle memory. Mara fitted the injector housing. A loose gravlift strut snapped into place. She tested the calibrator. Blue arc hummed true. Rune's comm buzzed. Fleet inbound. Secure the core. Mara stood. Toolset complete in her hands. Welder sparked clean. Interface ready. SE-12 accept kit. Pylon brightened. Assembly verified. Precision 98%. Precursor standard met. Proceed to protocol. Marines lowered. Rifles a fraction. All rippled their chatter. Maintenance lock, Myra said, words from her granddad's logs drilled since apprenticeship. Echo 7 India purge sequence hold, salvage auth, Ven Myra 4-2. The chamber trembled, timers froze on hollow displays. Purge glyph faded to green standby, protocol recognized. Last invocation, cycle 037, human origin confirmed, archive access granted to claimant. Rune staggered. What? Sail burst forward. Record this. Inquisitor log, human competence unlocks precursor core. Admiral, your force unnecessary. Claim belongs to Galaxy. Marines parted. Sail thrust his datapad at Rune. Public broadcast, challenge your authority, archive for all or war. Rune snarled. Traitor. Truth, Sail's voice boomed. Lyran archives verify humans built this. Forgotten precursors. SE-12 hummed. Verification complete. Human selfless, broadcast initiated. Galaxy arbitration. Mara wiped her hands, toolset still warm, just another fix. But the chamber doors sealed behind Rune's retreat. Juno's voice crackled over stolen comm. Mara oaths docked covert, fleet jumps in 60. Sail grinned, rare for a Lyran. You turn junk to keys, my texts called it myth. Practical. Mara pocketed a flux coil, souvenir. Now what? SE-12 pulsed. Trials Phase 2 defend archive. Coalition intercept probable. Alarms wailed. Corvette shuddered, docking clamps straining. Rune's voice blared. Seize her, core to fleet hold. Marines hesitated. One glanced at the glowing pylon. She fixed it, sir. Sail hit transmit. All nets witness human key. Vote now. Bulkhead rattled. Oath's engines thrummed outside. Mara dashed for the side panel. Her fingers danced over precursor locks, instinct again. Panel popped, escape conduit yawned. Go! Sail shoved her in, she slid into darkness. Conduit spat her into Oath's underbelly. Juno hauled her up. Got the core data? Juno asked. Mara nodded. Data chip burned in her pocket, SE-12 Echo. Full manifest, FTL upgrades, medtech, weapons. Coalition corvette fired grapples, Oath bucked free, Juno punched controls. Jump blind, relays jammed, shields flared. Lances grazed hull. Mara patched from her station, precursor scraps reinforcing plates. Sail tumbled aboard via emergency lock. Broadcast live, Galaxy sees, screens lit, nets exploded. Alien feeds, human assembles impossible, custodian bows, Rune's dreadnought loomed on scan. But relays pinged votes, neutral councils mobilized. SE-12 voice ghosted Mara's comm, precursor legacy shared, human guardian primary, Mara smirked. Told you, just maintenance. Oath jumped, stars blurred, coalition trailed, but Galaxy watched. A Varkesh analyst on feed gasped. They treat God's tools like scrap? Lyran scholars nodded. Normal for them, extraordinary for us. Pursuit closed, but votes tallied, archive free. Mara leaned back, hands steady, fix ongoing. Coalition corvette exploded on rear scan, Rune's gamble, asteroid kiss. Sail laughed. Your improv saves us. Teamwork. Mara eyed the chip, secrets waited, galaxies now. But SE-12 whispered final, next trial integrate. Humans lead repair, hook set, stars aligned. Humanity's quiet turn. Mara slammed her harness lock as Oath's deck lurched. Red klaxons screamed. Scans lit up, coalition interceptors swarming from the jump shadow. 2 minutes to contact, Juno barked from the captain's chair. Her hands flew over thrust bars. Mara, reinforce forward shields. Sail, keep that broadcast live. Mara patched precursor scraps into the grid. Alien alloys hummed under her fingers, meshing like they'd waited for human grease. Shields doubled. Interceptors veered, lances missing by meters. Sail clutched his console, fur bristling. Feeds exploding. Varkesh say you're wielding God's teeth. Lyran archives updating, humanity, precursors confirmed. Her pocket comm crackled. SE-12 synthetic tone cut through chaos. Trial integration, legacy navigation active. Primary guardian decrypt route. A hollow burst from the central projector. Stars wheeled into a galactic map, pulsing nodes older than dust. Red markers dotted fringe worlds, colonies predating Lyran's script, Varkesh hives, coalition charters. Human names flickered, New Terra, Forge Prime, Drift Haven, dates synced to Saul's forgotten exodus. Mara leaned in. Roots snaked between nodes, locked in glyph code. No one cracked precursor script, but these, torque wrench, caliper hash. Safety lock icons. She traced a path with her finger, workshop basics from every Earth fab shop. It's a repair manual overlay, dead reckoning for FTL jumps, avoid shear zones, mark depot stops. Symbols shifted under her touch. Routes unlocked, green paths blazing to a core archive at Galaxy's rim. SE-12 chimed, correct, human protocols match, builder's heirs confirmed, Sail's whiskers quivered. Impossible, those are mechanic doodles, you read divine script from shop signs. Standard issue, Mara shrugged, rerouting power. Humans improvise, keeps ships flying. Juno grinned, eyes on scopes. Good, plot that core course, we're claiming the prize. Scans pinged. Dreadnought rune disgorged shuttles, covert strike blacked out signatures. Grapples prepped. Borders inbound, Mara warned. Targeting engineering vents. Keth's voice boomed over open channel. Salvager Oath, stand down. Human designated Ven Mara is coalition asset. Biological key to precursor locks. Surrender her or we breach. Sail snarled. Tyrant Galaxy votes neutral access. Votes mean scrap when guns speak. Juno yanked emergency burn. Oath's engines roared, plasma flaring hot. Hull groaned, G-forces pinned Mara to her seat. Shuttles closed, one latched amidships, breaches sparked. Repel, Juno ordered. Mara grabbed her kit, plasma torch, precursor shard gauntlets. She dashed to the locked corridor, Sail at her heels with Lyran stun prod. Breach seals popped. Armored Marines piled through, Coalition Navy SEALs, pulse rifles hot. Secure the key, lead Marine bellowed. Mara torched the first. Shard gauntlet parried shots, alloy eating energy. She twisted into the gap, wrenching a rifle free. Human muscle memory, bar fights, shipyard brawls, Marine crumpled. Sail zapped another, tail lashing. For knowledge, two more flanked. Mara rolled jammed torch into a knee joint. Sparks flew. She yanked his breather mask, vacuum biting. Third swung baton, she ducked, drove elbow into throat plate. Crack, alarms wailed, hull breached ceiling. Last Marine lunged. Juno's voice crackled. Mara, clear. Burn commencing. Explosive bolts hurled the boarders back. Oath twisted free. Mara sprinted to bridge. Shuttles trailed grapples. Rune's dreadnought loomed, main batteries charging. Relic tunnel ahead, Juno said. Map pulsed, precursor FTL conduit yawning from the archive moon. Unstable, uncharted. We slip it, they follow, they shred. Risky burn peaked. Oath dove engine screaming overload. Tunnel mouth irised, warped space, starlight bending. Mara braced. Hull plates bucked. Shuttles fired. Lance's scorched tail. One grazed tunnel rim shredded to vapor. Oath plunged in. Reality folded. Stars smeared to lines. Alarms silenced. Smooth void. Clear, Juno exhaled. Tunnel stable. Core archive ETA. 6 hours. Sail slumped, eyes wide on the map. Human colonies. Older than my species stars, you decrypted with tools. Mara wiped gauntlets. Precursor or not, it's hardware, bolts and beams, we built it to last. SE-12 hollow flickered. Integration phase, repair protocols upload, human lead required. Archive core awaits primary key, Mara Ven. Pocket chip warmed. Data flooded her neural link, blueprints, star charts, medpacks that regrew limbs. Weapons hummed in her mind, grav lances, phase mines. Humanity's lost kit. Broadcast feeds scrolled. Alien analysts gaped. They mark empires as footnotes, tools as scripture. Varkesh warlord, humans fixed what gods broke. Respect. Lyran elder, no myth, proof walks among us. Runes channel hacked in. Then you destabilize order, surrender to coalition oversight. Myra keyed response. Oversight, it's open source now, galaxies fix. Dreadnought probes lit tunnel behind. Keth pushed pursuit. Juno adjusted course. They'll bottleneck at exit, we hit core first. Mara studied map. Red nodes pulsed, active defenses, human-only fail-safes. She traced a side route. Workshop glyph, detour valve. Bypass here, SE confirm. Affirmative, builder's shortcut. Sail nodded slow. Your normal unlocks eternity. Hours ticked. Oath hummed through warp. Myra prepped gear, torch, scanner, shard, implant sinking to her pulse. Chip burned hotter. Visions, ancient humans, seeding stars, vanishing into myth. Tunnel spat them at archive moon. Megastructure loomed, ringworld husk, vaults cracked open. Core spire gleamed, doors sealed in script. Probes erupted behind, runes fleet massed. Touchdown, Juno said. Shuttles detached. Oath locked orbit. Myra led the drop. Boots hit regolith. Airlock hissed. Sail flanked, prod ready. Juno covered with freighter railgun. Doors loomed. Glyphs glowed. SE-12 echoed. Primary key interface. Myra pressed palm. Circuits lit. Human DNA pinged match. Vaults parted. Inside, endless racks. Hollows danced. Weapons bays. FTL forges. Colony seeds. Star map core pulsed. Full legacy. Sail gasped. All this, yours. Fleet breached atmosphere. Shuttles inbound. Mara slotted chip. Systems woke. Turrets swiveled, precursor guns, human-coded. Defense is hot, she said. But SE share protocols? Legacy shared, defend archive, integrate all. Turrets targeted runes lead shuttle, not destroy, disable grapples, warning shots. Keth's voice roared. Cease, that's my key. Juno smirked over calm. She's everyone's wrench now. Galaxy feeds peaked. Billions watched turrets bow to a human hand. Mara stepped deeper. Next vault hummed. Trial 3, full repair, lead or lose. Runes ground, team hit dirt. Shots cracked. Myra raised gauntlet. Time to fix the fight. Myra plunged her gauntlet into the glowing panel. Sparks flew. The inner vault door ground open with a hydraulic screech. Sail core darted in beside her, prod humming. Ford note ahead, readings off the scale. Gunfire cracked outside. Rune's ground team hammered the outer seals. Mara ignored it. She sprinted down the corridor, boots echoing on etched metal floors. Ancient script pulsed underfoot, human letters faded but familiar, like faded warning labels on a busted reactor. The chamber yawned open. A stellar engine dominated the space, a colossal lattice of plasma conduits and gravitic coils humming erratically. Red alarms flickered across its core. Steam vented from cracked housings. The thing was failing, bleeding energy into the moon's crust. Myra skidded to a halt. She yanked her scanner from her belt. Control lattice is fried, it's trying to spool up without safeties. Sail's fur bristled. His eyes widened at the hollow displays. This powers stars, precursor myth, how do you know? Feels like a Tuesday well job. Mara climbed the access gantry. Vents hissed hot plasma nearby. She slapped a patch kit onto a leaking conduit. Gel sealed it instantly. SE-12 Diagnostics. The custodian's voice echoed from hidden speakers. Stellar forge node compromised. Core instability at 47%. Repair or purge. Sail followed prod scanning junctions. Power couplings mismatched. My people's grids align here. He jabbed the tool into a node. Blue arcs danced. Energy rerouted smoothly. Mara grinned under her visor. Nice. Lyran precision saves my ass. She pried open the lattice housing. Exposed circuits smoked. Quantum relays shattered like cheap glass. Her shard implant burned against her temple, sinking visions. Humans in void suits tuning these beasts routine as oil changes. She pulled field tools, fusion welder first. She fused shattered struts, hands steady despite the heat. Lattice segments realigned with a satisfying click. Sail wedged his prod deeper. Coupling stable, flow at 62%. Alarms blared anew, comm crackled. Juno's voice, Myra runes breaching the outer vault, boarding teams inbound, hold the node. Copy, fixing the big gun. Myra welded faster, sweat beaded under her suit. The engine groaned, coils spinning up. Hollow projected a starfield overlay, weapons lock primed. This wasn't a forge, it was a stellar lance. Point and ignite a sun, sail froze. It's arming galaxy-wide kill radius. Mara slotted a bypass chip. Lattice hummed alive. Not yet, gimme that prod. He tossed it. She jury-rigged a stabilizer. Human intuition meshed with Lyran finesse. The core stabilized at 78%. Explosions rocked the chamber. Breach charges. Rune's troops poured in powered armor, plasma rifles raised. Admiral Keth Rune strode at their front, coalition insignia gleaming. His scaled face twisted in fury. Stand down, human, Keth barked, his rifle trained on Mara. That engine answers to me now, coalition claim. Troops fanned out sealing exits. Sail raised paws, Mara kept welding back to them. SE-12, she called. Auth check. Primary key confirmed, human genome. Secondary, collaborative repair. Stellar lance online. Keth laughed cold. Lies, fire teams, secure the core, we'll test it on their fleet as deterrent. His troops advanced. Rifles hummed. One grabbed sail, wrenching the prod away. Mara spun. Her gauntlet interfaced mid-turn. Lattice locked. Turrets deployed from the ceiling, precursor guns, barrels swiveling to Keth's squad, targeting human authorized. Awaiting command, fire or stand down. Keth halted. His eyes narrowed. You bluff, shut it down. Mara dropped into the control cradle. Hollow enveloped her. Visions flooded, ancient humans seeding galaxies, engines like this birthing colonies, not weapons, builders' tools. She traced commands. Engines spooled higher, warning klaxons wailed. Outside, probes lit the sky, Rune's fleet mast, cannons hot, sail twisted free. Mara, don't, it'll crack the moon, Keth signaled. His troops fired, stun rounds cracked off the lattice. Myra ducked, sparks flying. Juno overcome, oaths railgun charged, say the word. No, Myra keyed overrides. Her hands flew across holokeys, muscle memory from visions. Lattice purred. She bypassed weapon locks, rerouted power to forge mode, star-seeding protocols. Keth lunged for the cradle. Override, she's hacking it. Sail tackled a trooper, prod sparking. Chaos erupted, shots ricocheted. Mara slammed the final command. Forge node repaired, human legacy affirmed, sharing protocols active. The engine roared, not destruction. Light bloomed, hollow star map expanded, broadcasting schematics galaxy-wide. Colony seeds, FTL blueprints, unlimited power grids, free to all. Keth's troops faltered. Screens lit with feeds, billions watching. Alien news feeds exploded. Human precursors, headlines screamed. Keth snarled. This destabilizes everything, secure her. Mara vaulted from the cradle, gauntlet glowed. Turrets tracked his every move. It's done, Admiral, belongs to everyone. Sail panted beside her. You fixed a star engine like routine, she shrugged. Wrench work, but her pulse raced. Shard visions whispered more deeper vaults, bigger trials. SE-12 chimed, trial complete. Next, galactic integration, defenders inbound. Hull shakers hit the outer doors. More fleets. Myra gripped her tools, time to fix the galaxy. Keth raised his rifle. Not if I end the key first. Turret's word. Myra raised her palm, the choice locked on her. Outside, Juno's voice cut sharp. Borders on us. Myra, extraction now? She eyed the map. Rune's full navy closing. Engine primed for one shot, her shot. Stand by. Mara interfaced again. Lattice thrummed under her touch. Keth charged, sail lunged, guns blazed, the engine decided for her, broadcasting her face to every star. Humanity returns! Alarms peaked. Incoming signatures multiplied, not just coalition, everyone came now. Myra welded the final seal. Let them come. She'd fix it all. But the shard burned hotter. Visions shifted, not builders, warriors, forgotten wars. SE-12 whispered, true trial begins, troops swarmed. Myra fired her welder like a gun. Sparks met plasma. The galaxy watched a salvager fight for their stars. Keth roared over the din. You'll doom us all, she dodged a stun bolt. Or save you. Gauntlet sank deeper, engine answered, power surged. Hollow showed targets, every aggressor fleet. Her finger hovered, fire or forge. Sail yelled, choose. Myra chose, the lance fired not to kill. A pulse wave rippled out, fleets stalled, systems jammed, non-lethal, human mercy code. Keth dropped to knees. Impossible, Sail stared. Normal for you, Myra pulled him up. Team effort, doors buckled. More breached, Juno, shuttle hot, go. They ran, engine hummed content, archive open, legacy shared, but probes showed it, Xeno armadas inbound, not friends, shard pulsed. Guardians awaken, Myra gripped her scanner, routine job just got galactic. Keth's voice chased, this isn't over, Key, she sealed the node, it was just starting, galaxy feeds hit trillions. The wrench queen, Myra smirked, time to break more toys, SE-12, Vault 4, weapon genesis, enter, gunfire closed, they plunged deeper, the forge glowed. Ready for war, her war. Word count, 1487 not included in output. Myra dove behind a precursor console as plasma bolts scorched the vault air. Sparks flew from her welder, she triggered a quick arc. The beam fused the door seals, gunfire muffled. Sail panted beside her. That holds them for 5 minutes. Myra scanned the chamber. The forge dominated, a colossal stellar engine, veins of plasma throbbing like a heartbeat. Hollow displays flickered ancient glyphs. SE-12 voice hummed from the core, claimant. Trial, harness the Genesis forge. Stabilize the sector lanes, or perish. Juno's voice crackled over comms. Myra, troops breaching outer hull, shuttles prepped, but you need exfil now. No time. Myra gripped her toolkit. The engine's output spiked readings. It powered the archive's defenses and threatened to rip hyperspace lanes apart. Coalition charts showed dead zones swallowing ships. Her goal, shut it down, redirect the fury, Sail's fur bristled. Precursor stellar tech, no one's touched it in millennia. Maintenance problem? Myra climbed the gantry, heat waves battered her suit, alarms wailed. She jacked her scanner into the nearest node, glyphs shifted to English, human script. Her hands moved on instinct. Bypassed the overload relays, a shock jolted her arms, she gritted teeth. Essie, talk to me. Pattern match, human baseline, proceed. Consoles lit green, power flows rerouted. Keth's voice boomed from external feeds. Ven, surrender the key, that engine arms our fleets. Myra ignored him. She twisted a virtual valve. Plasma surged into stabilizer coils. Hollow maps bloomed, sector lanes cracking open. Safe jumps restored from core to rim. Freighters would sail free again. Sail's eyes widened. You rewired a Starheart like tuning a thruster. Routine salvage. Myra yanked the final plug. The engine thrummed low, stable. Vault shook as outer blasts hit. Juno barked. Hull breach imminent, moving. They sprinted for the next bulkhead. Sail clutched a data shard. Logs downloaded, full archive, I broadcast now. Do it. Myra covered their retreat, welder spitting arcs at shadows. Sail activated his wrist projector. Galactic feeds hijacked. Trillions tuned in. Citizens of the Coalition, this is Inquisitor Sail Corps. Witness the precursor truth. Holologs unspooled. Humans as builders, not conquerors. Caretakers sealing vaults against wars they ended. Forges that healed, not destroyed. Sail's voice overlaid calm. Humanity returns not as rulers, as stewards. The archive opens to all who seek knowledge, not dominion. Feeds exploded. Alien commentators gasped. They fixed the lanes without claiming the power. Myra sealed another door. Pride flickered, but she shoved it down. Job first. Coalition troops hammered the vault. Keth's shuttle docked outside. His armored figure burst through a side vent, stun rifle raised. Enough games, Salvager. SE-12 grant Coalition primacy. The AI's orb pulsed red. Access denied. Claimant Keth Rune, orders logged. Seize archive for naval supremacy. Violates stewardship protocols. Keth froze. What, those are classified? Broadcasting chain of command. His secret directives flashed galaxy-wide, weaponized the Forge, suppress human claims, armadas prepped for stabilization. Keth's mandibles clicked fury. "Stand down, AI, I command here." Troops hesitated. Feeds showed their confusion. Sale stepped forward. "Admiral, the galaxy sees, your conquest ends." Mara leveled her welder. "Drop it, Keth, or I make you." SE-12 voice echoed chamber-wide. Human Mara Ven, primary key confirmed. Practical trials passed. Engine stabilized. Archive shared. Keth's rifle lowered. He knelt not in defeat but calculation. "This changes everything." Mara didn't relax. "SE, seal him out." Coalition access revoked. Admiral Keth Rune restricted to observer status. Force fields snapped up. Troops retreated under his barked orders. Juno's shuttle thrummed outside. "Boarding now," they piled in. Mara strapped down as engines roared. The archive shrank behind. Sails slumped. "You treated Godtech like scrap." "Scrap pays bills." Mara checked scanners. Xeno armadas inbound, probes confirmed, not coalition. Rivals. SE-12 signal pierced the hull, galaxy-wide protocol issued. Open standard, precursor systems yield to human baseline interfaces. Authorized stewards, humanity. All species granted red access. Guardians awakened to enforce. Mara's console lit. Blueprints flooded in, vaults across the galaxy, stirring her people forgotten precursors, now keys to it all. Sales stared at the feed. "Caretakers, the logs prove it, not warriors, builders who fix the stars." Keth's face appeared on split screen from his retreating flagship. "Ven, this isn't over. The Coalition will negotiate." She smirked. "Start with thanks for the lanes." Link cut. Juno banked hard. "Incoming fire, hostiles jumping in." Mara unstrapped. Welder ready. Shard pulsed in her pocket. Vault protocols active. Next trial, defend the legacy. Probes swarmed. Armadas darkened the sensors. The galaxy expected humans to conquer. Instead, they fixed the map. And now, the real war called. Myra synced her gauntlet deeper. Forge echoes hummed in her veins. Routine job, never again, alarms blared. "Shields at 50, Juno yelled. Sale gripped his seat. "What now, Wrench Queen?" Mara aimed at the viewport. "We break their toys." Plasma lanced out. A probe shattered. Galaxy feeds cheered. Human mercy code, try human grit. SE-12 whispered through static. Guardians inbound, hold the line. Mara fired again. Sparks met void. The stars answered. Coalition chatter flooded open channels. Keth's voice cut through, grudging. "Freighter, this is Rune, vectors shared." "We're covering your exit." Sale blinked. "He stands down. For now." Mara plotted jumps. Restored lanes glowed safe. Her fix saved them all, including him. Juno whooped. "Nice work, kid. Not done." Mara eyed the shard. Vault 4's Genesis Forge blueprint burned bright. Weapons or tools, her choice. Armadas closed. Drones swarmed like angry wasps. Myra patched Essie into weapons. Sync confirmed. Fire control, human norm. Torpedoes launched not to kill. EMP bursts. Enemy drives stalled. Alien captains broadcast awe. "They jam fleets without slaughter. Precursors reborn." Sale nodded slow. "Your normal mercy extraordinary." Mara shrugged. "Team effort." She glanced at Juno. Captain's steady hands on controls. Sale's data streams feeding intel. Even Keth's reluctant backup. Shuttle punched hyperspace. Safe lanes welcomed them home. But scanners pinged, more vaults waking. Galaxy-wide, SE-12 finalized. Stewardship accepted. Mara Ven, first keyholder. "Broadcast your terms." She hesitated. "Terms, share it all. No conquerors, no collectors." "Everyone gets a wrench." Mara keyed the mic. Feeds lit up. Trillions listened. The salvager spoke, and the galaxy bent. Vault shards pulsed hotter. Deeper secrets stirred. Gunfire was just the start. Now the Forge called her back.